Right now at 6, President Trump's new $12 billion aid package, how it'll impact local farmers.
And federal money flows to West Salem, how the city plans to use it for public safety.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at 6. I'm Emily Brown.
And I'm Ken Kozarowski. Get ready for a mix of winter weather.
Here's a live look outside. A system packing snow and rain is moving in. So when does it start and when does it end? Let's bring in Chief Meteorologist Greg Barnhart.
We got actually a couple systems too, but the one that we're kind of highlighting right now is the one that goes on for tomorrow afternoon. That's why the alert day conditions are in. This could be snow, rain, depending on the location. We could also mix in a little sleet, even freezing rain at times too. So it's a lot of mixed bag of action going on. Basically, if you go further north of I-94, that's where the heaviest amounts of snow, basically 2 to 7 inches. But everyone could see slick roads regardless of where you're at. That's kind of a simple breakdown of where we're expecting snow north of I-94, a mix between the two interstates, and rain or freezing rain. Now, precipitation amounts do kind of dwindle as you go further south and west. So even though rain and freezing rain amounts will be fairly light, we still could have some slick roads throughout the area. But tonight, we still got one system to come through right now. It hasn't quite gotten the snow yet. We're in the upper teens to low 20s, cloudy conditions. You have that south wind indicating that we do have a front that's approaching, and this is going to be a warm front, so temperatures are rising tonight. There's your activity going on to the west. It's coming through Minneapolis, St. Cloud. I've seen the visibilities get down to a mile or less at times, so that'll be approaching the area tonight with some light snow. Now, otherwise, if we kind of zoom out, that's a bigger story. There's your system right there we're watching. Later on, we're going to kind of break down all the activity that goes on Tuesdays because it's kind of complex. And don't forget, towards the end of the week, which we have bitterly cold temperatures, and we're talking well below 0-2 to also mention. So kind of busy overall.
Sounds busy.
Just a little
Kind of
bit.
busy.
Yeah. Thanks, Greg.
And don't forget, you can use the First Warn weather app to track the current conditions outside 24/7.
Well, developing now, Burns Park in La Crosse is officially back open.
News 8 Now's Allison Fergut is live with more on the surprise move. Allison.
The fences surrounding Burns Park started coming down around 11 this morning, and residents are hopeful that they'll stay down. The city first started putting fences up around parks back in September, citing dangerous behaviors happening there from both housed and unhoused individuals. In a release, the city outlined a monitoring plan, including sending a team out 5 times a week to connect with individuals in need and evaluate their situation. La Crosse residents we spoke to are excited about the plan, but are unsure if unsafe behavior at the park will stop.
I don't know if it'll change. I hope it does. You know, I guess I really hope that it changes for the better. If it doesn't, well, we know what to expect next time.
In a statement, Mayor Shondell Washington Spivey wrote, quote, "With an increased presence in the public spaces, officers will engage if necessary, assess the situation, and identify if the solution requires enforcement of a law and or assisting individuals to help them find resources in our community." Now, fences do remain up still at Cameron Park. The city said they'll make a decision about Cameron depending on how things go here at Burns. Reporting in La Crosse, Allison Fergut, News 8 Now.
Thank you, Allison. A La Crosse County scam suspect appeared in court today. Fedar Rockhead is one of 5 people accused of scamming an elderly couple out of more than $450,000 in a fake sweepstakes scheme. The victim sent cash and gift cards for 8 months after being told they won millions. Rockhead is held on a $1 million cash bond.
A News 8 follow-up, Wisconsin Governor Evers vetoing a bill to crack down on fake service animals. The bill would also allow housing providers to ask for proof of medical necessity, which Evers says would unfairly affect people with disabilities. 34 other states have similar laws. Farmers nationwide are reacting to President Trump's new $12 billion aid package.
News 8 Now's JDS McGee joins us in the newsroom. JDS, how are local farmers responding?
Yeah, Wisconsin farmers say the support is welcome, but many still worry about what comes next. The aid package is meant to offset losses after China cut back on purchasing U.S. soybeans earlier this year, which was a major hit for the Midwest farmers. The administration says the money paid through tariff revenue will help crop farmers through one-time assistance payments. But many local farmers say even with the aid, uncertainty is still weighing heavily on producers.
The aid is definitely needed, but it's might be a little bit too late for too many farmers. And where we go from here is still really a big question mark because of the uncertainty that's out in the marketplace.
Now, farm leaders say the relief may help some farmers finish the year, but long-term stability will depend on whether or not the markets fully reopen. Now, Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rollins said farmers can apply for the funding in the coming weeks, with payments expected to be dispersed by February 28th. Live in the newsroom, JDS McGee, News 8 Now.
Thank you, JDS. Amplify Health by Gunderson is working to prevent violence against healthcare workers. According to the Wisconsin Hospital Association, 44% of nurses have seen an increase in violence since the pandemic. Today, a panel brought together healthcare leaders, legal experts, and law enforcement to address the issue, discussing the legal process when violence is reported and resources available to victims.
Hospital's a core function of the community and kind of the safety net, and we want to make sure that it's operating in a way that's safe for both staff and visitors and patients.
In 2020, Wisconsin enacted a law making it a felony to cause harm to nurses and to other medical care providers. The Village of West Salem is quickly putting to use money from a government funding bill.
News 8 Now's Grace Monk explains where the money is going.
The Village of West Salem has received $2.5 million from the federal government to help them construct a new public safety building. The village is working on plans for a new building that would house the police department. West Salem's police chief says their current space is too small.
1,200 square feet, including the one-car garage, just isn't enough to house all our equipment.
Allo says the new space will allow them to upgrade technology, park police cars indoors, and increase officer safety.
When we have people within the building, suspects and things like that, having secured areas is definitely going to be a plus.
The village is currently focused on moving the police department, but Allo says they hope to expand the space to bring in more departments.
Potentially adding the administrative offices, park and rec, and then later on future fire.
The project is currently in its final design phase. Allo says they're hoping to break ground in the second half of 2026. Reporting in West Salem, Grace Monk, News 8 Now.
The Children's Miracle Network Holiday Basket Raffle has arrived. Each year, Amplify by Gunderson employees and local businesses create and donate baskets for the raffle. You can enter the raffle for $1 a ticket at La Crosse and Onalaska clinics, and all proceeds will benefit the Children's Miracle Network. For a full list of the available baskets, we've got a link on news8000.com.
The Caring Closet cutting the ribbon on a new facility in Toma today. The nonprofit provides free clothes, toys, counseling, and more for foster kids and their families. Today, officials unveiled a new sensory room funded by a donation from the Weina Etzelmuller Trust. You can donate to the Caring Closet at caringclosetoftoma.org.
Great Rivers United Way is feeling festive. They're hosting their second annual Ugly Sweater Contest. United Way's staff and board of directors are competing. Votes are $1 each, with all funds raised benefiting local mental well-being and basic needs programming.
We raise money to help support over 50 different nonprofits in our community, but we also were big believers in joy in doing that work. So we're trying to have some fun while still doing this really important, serious work of bringing dollars into our community.
Voting will run until Tuesday the 16th. We've got the link to vote or make a donation on our website. There are also ugly sweaters for sale at United Way's Onalaska office for $20. Still to come, a top-notch teacher learning along with his students in West Salem. His mindset of embracing failure in order to inspire is next.
Tomorrow, starting at 5 a.m., Arch is tracking snow and rain, an ugly sweater contest with a twist, and a holiday warning over gift cards. I'll see you starting at 5 a.m.
We know that home is where you can be yourself. Whether you're buying, building, or refinancing, our competitive rates and local servicing can help find the loan that fits you. Home is your happy place. Get the loan that fits you with a home loan from Ultra.
Save big for the holidays with hot deals at Menards. All fresh cut Christmas wreaths are on sale starting at just $12.99. Live poinsettias are only $6.99. Brighten your home with an 18-pack of LED light bulbs, just $4.99 after rebate. A 16-pack of Angel Soft toilet paper is only $9.99 after rebate. Hurry, these great deals won't last long. Sign up for Menards emails to get the weekly flyer, plus exclusive daily flash sales right to your inbox.
Save big money at Menards.
Everyone deserves to be connected. Big cities, small towns, everywhere in between. And staying connected shouldn't break the bank. That's why T-Mobile and US Cellular have joined forces. The best network just got bigger. And we're combining it with the local service you know and trust. Join now and save up to 20% versus Verizon.
Hey, Dominic here to show you how to make an easy party mix using our original and garlic salt seasoning. Combine melted butter, Worcestershire sauce, garlic salt seasoning, and original seasoning. Mix with corn, rice, and wheat checks, mixed nuts, pretzels, and bagel chips. Cook at 250 for 1 hour, stirring every 15 minutes. You can even add caution seasoning if you want some heat. Get original and garlic salt seasoning and 38 other blends at our outlet store on Ward Avenue, La Crosse. So where's the party?
Give your child the independence they want with Ultra's Live Your Life Spend account. It's a free account designed for money-savvy teens and young adults with all the extra features you'll love. No minimum balance and no monthly fees. Plus, cashback debit card rewards. Ultra Federal Credit Union.
Top Notch Teacher is sponsored by Viterbo University and Dahl Honda.
Learning isn't a process that stops when we're done with school. There's always room to expand the mind. It's especially true of our next top-notch teacher, who's pushing his own limits to enrich his classroom experience.
You're in the first class?
Plenty of teachers bring versatility to the classroom. Tyler Shrake at West Salem Middle School is on another level.
I dabble in just about everything.
Like a creative chef in the kitchen, the engineering, tech, and careers teacher is always working to spice up his curriculum.
First year I learned how to sew, and we teach sewing now. All the wood shop stuff that we do electrical work, laser work, CAD work.
He's even added a dash of broadcasting. His students put on a recorded news channel, complete with a green screen.
We try to just cover everything that's going on in the school.
Just like he's trying to introduce students to everything he can think of during his class time, even if it's something he doesn't know.
There's a lot of late night watching YouTube. There's a lot of reaching out to friends who have certain skills, being in tune with social media and what kids are like, what's important to them.
Some ideas work well.
It's positive. It makes the students laugh. Probably the projects we do. It's just fun because it's active.
And some don't, but that's okay. He says it helps teach an important life lesson.
If you're willing to fail a lot, you can create some really cool things in this world. You just have to be open to taking a little bit of a risk, putting yourself outside of the box.
And that risk could be what inspires a student's career path.
I could be the reason, because I show just one thing, that one kid's excited to come to school. So if I can show a bunch of different things, I can be maybe a bridge to some of those kids who struggle to wake up and come to school every day. Bon voyage! I'll miss you all.
And that's just a fraction of his commitment to West Salem students. Shrake also coaches wrestling and high school golf. He shoots video for the football team, and he runs some of the school's social media accounts. Busy guy. We'll have more news ahead tonight, but first.
We definitely got a busy forecast in mind. We have snow, rain, even some freezing drizzle all in store for the next maybe couple days, followed by some bitterly cold temps at the end of the week. We'll break all that down coming up in your first warm weather update after the break.
Interested in a heat pump for your home? Here at G&T, we've got an offer to sweeten the deal. Qualified customers can get up to $8,000 off a new Goodman heat pump system and a $2,000 tax credit for this year. In most cases, you'll pay less for this heat pump and furnace system installation, as well as over time with its efficiency and energy savings. Seriously, a Goodman heat pump that's smaller and more efficient for less. Plus, it's installed by an amazing team of skilled technicians with quality you can count on and experience you can trust. Interested? Call G&T for the best heating and air conditioning guaranteed.
To everyone who enjoys a feel-good meal, we're crafting one for you, Wisconsin style.
We're talking handcrafted, cooked to order,
scoop to perfection goodness.
More like greatness.
A snuggle up in the booth, share a bite kind of meal.
A fill you up, heart and soul kind of meal.
Come treat someone you love to a meal they're sure to love.
One always served with a smile.
That comes from the heart.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious!
This is the last bag of chips.
I'd fight my own grandmother for just one.
Hey, it's chips and soda.
I'll go tell coffee and donuts.
So that no matter what mess you brought into this church today, no matter what addiction and what struggle, no matter how many times you've doubted God or questioned God, that because of Jesus Christ, God's not holding it over your head. Instead, there is this amazing grace, there is this unconditional love that you and I can say, God doesn't just put up with us. God loves us.
Join Pastor Mike Novotny each Sunday. Watch Time of Grace on Channel 8, WKBT.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard allows me to keep my community and those I care about safe from threats. Learn more about how you too can live and serve part-time close to home by visiting nationalguard.com.
At Overhead Door Company, we repair any garage door and only install the best. Serving up to 100 miles outside of the Onalaska, Wisconsin area. When you need a door company you can trust with your life, call Overhead Door Company of the Seven Rivers region.
Yeah, we have a busy Tuesday afternoon and Tuesday night, but in the meantime, we also got some snow that's going to come through tonight too, and could provide a little bit of accumulation going on. Right now, it's out to the west towards Minneapolis, down to the west towards West Rochester. As you know, more further north you go with this activity, it's associated with a warm front, the better opportunity you're going to see more accumulation. So probably by 8 to 9, we're going to see some of this line of light snow come through the area. By the time we get to about 10:30, it's probably going to be pushing east of La Crosse. We could see lingering showers maybe into the early after midnight. For the most part, that'll continue for Eau Claire probably until about 2 to 3 in the morning and then push further north and east. So as you wake up tomorrow morning, overall, most of the areas that's going to be in cloud cover. But note the temperatures. They are coming up tonight with that warm front. So by the time you wake up, you're in more in the mid to upper 20s depending on location. And for the most part, dry with cloud cover. Could be still a few snow flurries flying up towards Rusk County, but overall mainly dry. Could be even a little bit of mist. And sometimes in this situation with the warm front coming through, you lose the clouds aloft, but you keep this low cloud deck hanging around. That could provide a little mist. And given these temperatures are going to be in the upper 20s, mid 20s, that could be coming some freezing mist maybe. So something to keep in mind of. Wouldn't be a significant threat, but it's a situation where it does happen during the morning commute. Otherwise, snow amounts mainly 1 to 2. Further north and east you go. Further south and west you go. Really not much of anything. Northeast Iowa, you might not see anything tonight with the amount of snowfall coming through, and further into southwest Wisconsin, not much really too. Some flurries, maybe a brief period of light snow. Most of the accumulation will stay to the northern areas too with this system. Now for tomorrow, it gets a little bit more complicated, and this is kind of a general idea. This may change a little bit too, but precipitation for south of I-90 with the next system kind of riding around this current system. We're going to start with snow. We'll probably change to mix, and mix could be a freeze and drizzle, sleet, maybe even a little bit of rain. Then it'll turn as rain because our temperatures are going to go up. By the time we get to the evening hour, we'll probably be in the mid-30s for a lot of areas south of I-94, especially as you go south of I-90. So the temperatures are coming up. It just depends on how quickly they do. We'll have a brief break, and then the wraparound from the low that pushes east to bring us some snow pretty much late into early Wednesday morning too. So accumulations won't be much. The one thing we got to keep note on too is the wind. Right now the wind is just breezy, but if you go west of the river come Wednesday morning, we could see windy conditions and gusts probably above 35. That'll be keep an eye on. So it could be a windy, breezy morning commute. As we look at the temperatures, as I mentioned, 20s, they rise to the 30s. By the time we get to Wednesday morning, they're going to come back below freezing. And now this is just south of I-94. If we go north, it's a little bit different in the situation. The snow really is the predominant precipitation type, although there's a brief period getting closer to midnight where we might mix a little bit because the warm air gets all the way almost to Eau Claire. We get close to freezing. So that's what we'll deal with. And then snow really tapers off after midnight with a little bit less as we go into Wednesday. Breezy conditions too, but the winds won't be as strong going through there this period. And as I mentioned, 20s, near freezing, and then coming back down quickly to the 20s. And then Wednesday, we're going to be getting colder air in the air, so temperatures probably will fall all day back into the teens. So that's generally what we're looking at for snow amounts, 3 to 6, 1 to 3, and trace to 1 as we go further south. So further areas are going to see that. And if you look at the ice amounts, we're talking 1 to 200. It's not a significant ice event, but still that could cause some slippery conditions if we go towards Tuesday evening's commute in these areas. So definitely something to keep in mind if you're further south. A lot of winter weather advisories for the areas with the snow. That winter storm watch is for some blowing and drifting behind on a Wednesday morning. And obviously areas to the south aren't on any advisory that we go on because of the conditions going on. So overall, once we get past all this activity, it gets quite cold as we go into Friday and Saturday. We're likely to see wind chills in the 20s to maybe getting close to 30 below at some point. And temperatures overnight, Saturday morning and Sunday morning, they could be in the 20 belows for some areas. So that's the other story towards the end of the work week and the weekend. In the meantime, It's just a mess kind of going through Tuesday, depending on where you are. So just stay tuned, because where you're traveling to could definitely change on precipitation type.
All right. Thanks very much, Greg. And coming up next in sports, the Pack is back on top. A big game from Christian Watson helped lead the team to victory over Chicago. Hear why it was an emotional game for Watson. Cade is next.
Is it time for new windows or doors? Contact the company who has done the research for you. The best windows and doors installed by the best people. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
Ready for a better career with excellent pay, benefits, and work-life balance? Chart Industries is hiring fabricators. Join the team that's shaping the future and providing awesome pay and excellent benefits. Apply today at jobs.chartindustries.com.
Beef dreams to be slow roasted by Arby's, tossed in hickory barbecue sauce, and sold 2 for $6. Who are you to deny dreams? Arby's, we have the meat.
Everyone deserves to be connected. Big cities, small towns, everywhere in between. And staying connected shouldn't break the bank. That's why T-Mobile and U.S. Cellular have joined forces. The best network just got bigger. And we're combining it with the local service you know and trust. Join now and save up to 20% versus Verizon.
Cold weather and winter winds remind us that old windows and doors are not our friends. New windows and doors, expertly installed by certified installers, bring comfort, convenience, energy savings, and a great new look. Begin now in choosing just the right windows for your home. Order now and avoid the inevitable price increase in the new year. No worries about missing a promotion. The Bohr Store offers you the best possible price every day and any day. Contact us online or visit our showroom for a prompt free estimate on windows and doors or other home improvements.
In 1969, Taco John's combined Western traditions with Mexican flavors and created West Mex. More than 50 years later, it still tastes like a good idea. West Mex meals start at just $5, only at Taco John's.
Ready for a better career with excellent pay, benefits, and work-life balance? Chart Industries is hiring fabricators. Join the team that's shaping the future and providing awesome pay and excellent benefits. Apply today at jobs.chartindustries.com.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports with Cade Overton.
It's Victory Monday for Green Bay Packer fans across the state. A huge win yesterday over the Chicago Bears has the Packers at the top of the NFC North. And with 4 games left in the season, the Packers, they've been playing some of their best football. We knew it was going to be a battle going into this game. And that's exactly how it turned out. The Packers took the lead late in the 4th quarter. Chicago would then march down the field, but a Keyshawn Nixon interception sealed the deal as Green Bay got the win 28-21. A huge reason why. Christian Watson. He finished the day with 4 catches for 89 yards and 2 touchdowns, including a 41-yard slant where he ran past the entire Chicago defense. It's his 2nd game this season with 2 touchdowns, and it was an emotional one for him as he tore his ACL against the Bears last season.
I mean, it means a lot to me for sure. Honestly, I tried not to think about it that much, but I mean, as the game was kind of getting going, it was definitely creeping in my mind a little bit. I mean, I'm just, so thankful and, blessed to be able to do what I do. And I'm glad that, today panned out how it did for sure.
I think since he's been back, he's just been making play after play. Obviously, it's going to be a long recovery for him to be able to get back. And like I've mentioned before, we've all watched him, during rehab and things like that throughout the offseason and training camp to be able to get back. And I think he's just playing at a really high level right now.
We're now entering the final stretch of the season, and with that, the stakes are getting even higher, but the games are not getting any easier.
There's 4 weeks left, and you got to take it day by day. You got to really embrace that grind, embrace the challenge. It's not going to be easy from here on out.
So here's what the NFC North is looking like with 4 games remaining. The Packers with a slight lead because of that tie, but also if it was just a win, then maybe things would be a little easier. Lions still in striking distance at 8-5, and then the Vikings at the bottom at 5-8. So that means all of these games the rest of the way are extremely important. And the Packers, they've got a tough one this week. They'll be going on the road to face the 11-2 Denver Broncos, who are currently riding a 10-game winning streak, and they've got one of the best defenses in the NFL. We'll have more on this matchup later this week. I know we're a few weeks away from playoff football, but all of these games, they're starting to feel like playoff games. That game yesterday between the Packers and Bears felt like a playoff game, and they're going to have to play each other in a few more weeks even.
I was transported back to 2011 basically for the NFC title game. It felt like it had that much riding on it between these two teams, and the way the Bears played and Ben Johnson's coaching this team, it feels like this rivalry is going to feel a lot like that every single game that they play.
The rivalry is better when the Bears are better.
As long as the Packers continue to win those games.
Yeah.
Thanks, Kate.
All right, Greg, let's find a look at your forecast right after this.
Electrical problems are a headache. We started Olsen Brothers Electric to make your next project simple and stress-free.
We've invested in the technology to make working with us easy.
You can book your appointment online in minutes.
Get text updates so you're never left guessing. We're taking electrical service into the digital age.
We are always transparent with our estimates.
Any electrical project, no matter the size, we've got you covered.
We keep electrical service simple.
We're the Olsen Brothers.
December is the best time to buy windows.
Right now, you can buy 2 Energy Tech windows and get the third one free, but only for the first 15 homes.
And we're giving you 12 months with no interest and no payments.
Buy now and install in the spring.
These are the best prices of the year, and you can lock in before the January price increases.
Plus, you'll get a bonus Amazon gift card with your purchase.
Don't wait. These spots go fast. Call Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions right now and get the best pricing of the year.
Save big money on everything you need when you shop at Menards. Upgrade your bathroom with an energy-efficient bath fan. Braun's Roomside series provides powerful ventilation and quiet performance. Available in white or matte black, get it for only $139.99. Complete your project with new flooring from Mohawk. The Impact Collection is made for durability and comfort. Plus, it's easy to install and waterproof. Pick it up on sale today for only $109 a square foot.
Or we have some light snow tonight. Could be some slippery roads tonight. That's just a minor event, especially as you go further south and west. Now the wintry mix Tuesday afternoon and Tuesday night could have some ice. We could have some sleet. We could have snow depending on location, and then more snow potentially, and a lot of wind Wednesday. A lot of cold then following.
Lots to keep track of.
Yeah,
Thanks for joining us at 6.
We'll see you at 10.